Both. Back out here, and I'm going to show you a little truck that I found yesterday cruising around out here in the parking lot in the rain. This little Peterbilt back here behind me belongs to this gentleman right here, Tom Donaldson. There's a few more trucks. In fact, this rig right next to me, I'm going to shoot it too. So right after we get done shooting this one, we're going to go to that one. Even though the driver or the owner, Randy Brown's, not here, we're going to get Tom Donaldson, and I've got a jet car over there too I want to share with you guys. So we might go long on this segment, so it'd be a good time for you to get the beers out, get some chips and dip, sit back on the couch, put it up on the big screen. I got some fun for you. Tom, pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Pleasure to see you here at the show and find your truck. Come on over here a little bit so that way I'm not breaking my neck and turning my back to the camera too. But Tom, we just found out, fellow former and transfers, right?
Transfer, bottom dumps, end dumps, yeah, aggregate, rock and sand.
So simpatico, a couple of comrades at arms, didn't know it until just now, but runs or used to run Rogue truck bodies and featured that in your company, right?
Yes, sir. Rogue truck bodies, and they even have me on one of their calendars about 15 years ago.
All right. Well, there you have it. So Rogue strikes again. But here today, we're here to talk about this beauty you built behind us. So tell us, first of all, where you out of, and what is your truck? First, where are you out of?
Palmdale, California, which is north of Los Angeles. It's a 1966 Peterbilt. Originally, it was a butterfly hood. I've always liked tilt hoods, so I found a cowl, and then I made the whole hood myself. We moved the cab back, I think about 8-9 inches. Made the flatbed. Basically, all the metal work I've done myself. It's got an updated motor.
And the chassis underneath it all is
It's a 97 379 chassis.
So we're going to take a little walk around here in a minute, but first I want to kind of get, where did the concept, the idea, what made you do this?
Well, I wanted to run it with a set of my bottom dumps. You know, I was going to have my top guy run the truck once a week just so people could see it going down the road. But about 6 years ago, I decided to get out of the business and sold everything except for this. But I've had this for 20-something years, but I never had a chance to work on it because I had 14 trucks I had to get on the road every night. So
that's just a little bit of mind crazy. You got a lot of hair for a guy that had all that going on.
Yeah. Well, I got some bald spots.
Yeah, no easy doing. So go ahead.
Well, I would say in the past 6 years, I really had a chance to finish it up.
Okay.
And last year was the first year I got to drive it, you know, in 6 years of working on it. And we're just having fun now. My girlfriend and I, we went out to dinner in it last week, and we're just having a good time.
So when you pull up to the valet, what happens?
I park it myself.
Exactly. So and what is tranny in here?
It's a 13-speed. I got twin sticks in there. I wanted the look. You know, I got the old fan under the dash, but it's got, you know, retro air, heating and air, and updated modern stuff with the old truck.
And the twin sticks, just a high and a low, and then your gears? Or?
Yeah.
No auxiliary box?
No auxiliary box.
Okay, all right.
13-speed.
Yeah.
It's turned up to about 700. Stupid power for a little 2-axle. But why? If you got it, you might as well do it.
So you need a tire sponsor, sounds like.
I need a tire sponsor, yes.
I just look at this truck, and when I saw it yesterday, when some of us see trucks like this, they just say, that's a California rig. 2-axle Peterbilt, low, cool, just clean. It's the California look. I get excited talking about it just because I love these trucks like this, and this one especially. And this one might have a little bit yet to be done, like maybe a fifth wheel pin put on it.
I've been to a few truck shows. We drove it to Brooks, Oregon last year, which was about a 15-hour drive. And my girlfriend followed me with her motorhome, so I would like her sitting next to me in the truck. I think I'm going to cut a hole in the deck plate, put a gooseneck, and go look for a trailer.
There you go. Anybody out there selling a really bitchin' fifth wheel, get a hold of Tom Donaldson, and you might have a buyer.
There you go. But you'll see a fifth wheel behind it this year. I know this year.
Okay, that's awesome.
When, but I'm going to do it.
Right now is the time to buy. I'll tell you, there's a lot for sale, and there's some good deals to be had out there.
Yeah. I don't need anything brand new. Like I said, the truck's 59 years old, so yeah. I'm good with something used.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to go all the way retro, you find yourself something old. But you know what? The new stuff's just way too comfortable.
It is, and I don't think I want a toy hauler or that. I'm going to get a cattle truck trailer because they're built more solid, and the front living quarters are perfect for me.
Oh, geez.
I'll put my golf cart. I got a matching golf cart that looks just like this. So it'll be fun.
Oh, you're going a whole different route than I was visioning, man. I'm thinking like toy hauler, fifth wheel, got all the fun accoutrements in it and everything. It's more like a, house on wheels kind of.
You look at these horse trailers. That's what in my business I deliver to a lot of ranches, and these people, they got money in these horses. So those aren't just horse trailers. They're living quarters. Nicer than any fifth wheel.
Well, and then I think too, you'll find out you'll probably end up getting some calls to haul stuff, for people. And if you want to, make a few bucks and haul somebody else's rig around, you probably end up doing that too.
It's all sailboat fuel now.
All right, I'm going to grab my other camera. Okay. We'll switch it up, and we're going to do a little walk around here and kind of check things out. I'll tell you what, while I'm doing that, why don't you roll the hood?
Okay, you got it.
So we'll get him to roll the hood, you guys. I'm going to switch cameras, and we'll get this party started over here. So apparently my other camera decided to go dead. So let's see if I can figure out what that is, and we may just do a stationary walk around with one camera. But give me a second and we'll see here. Huh, interesting. Yeah, it literally went dead. Let me see if I can get it to come back on. Oh yeah, no, we're live. Yep, we're live. Hi guys. Hey, by the way, while I'm doing this, you guys can chime in, tell us where you're watching from, who you are, and all that kind of good stuff. That'd be awesome. Well, I think what we're going to do is just do a stationary walk around, unfortunately, because my B camera's not working. So, Tom, go ahead. Tell us what you got here. So this cat, we're running 700 horsepower on here?
Yeah, it's 700 is what I was told. We flashed it. It's 650 to the ground. It's a ACERT cat.
So it's a C15.
C15 ACERT cat, yeah. It came out of a 07 truck that I bought brand new that Rogue put boxes on, and it was a transfer. Then I made it into an end dump in lovely California. Come time to sell it, I couldn't get but 20, 30 grand for it, so I said I'll keep it.
Yeah.
And I pulled the motor and tranny out, put air right on the front, air right on the rear, moved the cab back, like I said, to accommodate the motor.
Convenient grease points all in here for everything too.
Try to do what I thought looked cool and make it convenient, you know. Exactly. So a lot of modern stuff on an old truck. Right. So all the comforts of, a newer truck, but with the old style.
Cut the breather screens down.
Cut the breather screws down, because once I put them on, I found out I couldn't open my doors because the new trucks are mounted on the cab. Yeah. So I took the wing windows out, and then I found out the window wouldn't roll down because the handle's up front. So I made spacers in the interior, and now they work up and down. They work good. I took the old strikers out of the door and put the new modern strikers on, so it closes really nice.
Very nice looking. I wish I could show you guys the inside, but I'm just going to help describe it too and tell you right now, it's got the traditional old flat dash. It goes all the way across. Did they have a nickname for these dashes? Like the Corvette dash, Half Moon,
Flat dash. You nailed it right there.
Yeah, I had a 75 and it had that flat dash in it, and it's just a simple, easy.
It is simple.
In fact,
and I only have all the minimal gauges. I don't have a big cluster of everything,
I want to see if
Tilt steering column.
I can't read what I'm looking for. Where does it say it's manufactured at on the plate?
I think this one is Texas.
Oh, this was a Texas
I
built.
think so.
Take a look in there. Let me see. The reason I'm asking is because my old 75 was made in Newark, California.
Oh, yeah. My eyes are bad. I can't read that.
Can't read it either.
Without glasses.
So it's a mystery. We don't know. But and then the bed and everything. What do we got back here?
You know, I sketched out on a piece of paper, and then I went to my local steel yard and bought some steel, fabricated it up. Same with the back headboard. That's my design. You know, I cut that out with CNC machine. Visor I made. You know, the whole hood I made. The running boards, the skirts.
Whose fenders you got?
WTI.
WTI.
WTI makes good equipment. You know.
They were kind of the original game in town. You know.
And in the beginning, I had WTI fenders on the back, and I was going to haul a set of bottoms. So, but then I took them off and just have the fenders on the front now.
Right on.
But they make top quality stuff.
No, they do. And like I said, they kind of started this whole aftermarket fender deal. I mean, when the first came out, you know, they were it. And now there's a, you know, bunch of others out there. But, and I think there's some equally good products out there too. But WTI, I got to stick by them. They're a good look. So the rest of the truck looks really clean. You guys are going to have to take my word for the interior is very nice, very clean, as well as everywhere else on this truck.
A lot of little things, you know, you got to look a couple times to see them. I mean, you can't tell, but I drilled out the holes on the super singles to match the stock size in the front, because normally super singles are only like 1.25 inches. So to me, I notice it, but to other people, they might not. They have to walk around it a couple times before they notice something like that. And just something simple like that.
I don't know that I've ever known. I think you're right. Now I remember. See, they're smaller, yeah.
Smaller, yeah. And one day I was at a truck show and I sat like 30 feet away and I'm looking at it and something looked off. Yeah. And I'm pretty weird that way. I want things to look right.
OCD much?
OCD much, yeah. Lining all the 3 lights up on the steps, you know, make sure equal spaces, you know. I went with 6-inch Dynaflex instead of 7s or 8s, you know. I thought the cab was too small for you know, big stacks.
It looked good.
I cut the back window, opened it up 14 inches to the pillars on the cab, 7 inches on each side. I think we talked about I opened the wing windows, took them off.
Yep. Now, why did you go with the old school shields on there like that?
Because the old school truck.
That's it?
I don't want it to look, you know, modern. Okay. I want it to look old school, you know, and if you walk around it, when the hood's closed, you know, it's that. I did put the new handles on the door because I changed the strikers and everything so the door will close easily. And who knows, maybe I'm going to cut those doors up and put new skins on and put the old handles back, just because that's me looking at it. You know.
We'll see what happens. I said I was going to go and show you more. I am, but I'm going to start over and get the B camera working. I don't know what happened to that. So, in the meantime, though, man, Tom, thank you for introducing us to you and your truck.
Thank you.
Where can we look for you at a show coming soon? Anywhere?
10-4 Magazine's going to Bakersfield.
Good deal. So November.
No, May.
So for Trucking for Kids.
Trucking for Kids first, and then 10-4 Magazine puts on their own truck show, which is local by me too. I mean, I drive this thing wherever I have to go. I went to Oregon last year. There's one in South Dakota I'm thinking about going to, but I built it to drive it and have fun. And it's nothing better than driving down the freeway and people looking out their window or hanging their phone out the window. You know?
I'd love to see this truck at Mid-America in Louisville, and maybe one day we'll see it out there.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, we've got
Texas.
Texas.
I guess you have to have an invite for Texas.
To Denton, you do.
For Denton, yeah. But
I don't see that. I mean, I see that happening for this truck.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
To me, there's a lot of beautiful trucks, and like I said, I did probably 98% of this all myself. I like it, but there's some beautiful trucks out there. You know?
And this is another one of them.
Thank you.
Tom's being very modest, he is, and it is a very beautiful truck. I got a feeling we see more of him and it. Coming up, of course, in May is Trucking for Kids in it's Bakersfield, McFarland. Depends on what you want to call it, but it's at Famoso Raceway. Yeah, Famoso. And then you'll see us again in November, and that'll be at the Kern County Raceway there, Kevin Harvick Kern County Raceway in Bakersfield for the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo.
Yes. I like those because they're closer to home for me.
Well, good. We'll be glad to have you.
And hopefully, like I said, I'm thinking about cutting a hole and putting a gooseneck, and you might see a trailer behind this.
Never can tell.
Stripe. Everything I own has a red stripe on it.
All good. All right, everybody, listen, stay tuned, stay in touch, hang tight. I'm sorry I got you guys riled up there to kind of do a roundabout, but not going to be any good without the B camera. So let me get that going, and then I'll get back to you here in a few. All right?
Thank you.
Plenty of shows still out here too, guys. NHRDA, drag racing, and of course the truck show and shine. Everything's going on. So come on out and see it all. Chandler, Arizona, Firebird Motorplex.